Questions arise concerning the behavior of a Kohl's employee in a dressing room. Plus, authorities respond to a head-on crash in Newton County. And we're taking you to Columbus, Kansas for some non-stop citywide celebrations.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
'Tis the season for celebrations in the city of Columbus, Kansas today. This is KOAM News at 6. I'm Tanya Bach. Now, one of those celebrations is homecoming, and today they hosted a parade down Maple Street. Members of the junior high and high school bands marched with floats, and of course, plenty of candy was tossed out to the crowd. Now, the 54th annual Columbus Day Festival kicked off today as well. More than 30 activities will take place this weekend, and one of the most exciting ones is hopefully starting soon. KOAM's Fernanda Silva spent the day there and joins us now live. Fernanda?
The hot air balloon glow is set to start around sunset time. People are already here expecting that to start. And I'm here with pilot Lori, who has been coming to this event for over 10 years. Lori, what should we expect for tonight?
The winds are forecasted to drop tonight, so we have a lot of pilots that are ready to get their balloons out and share our sport with the crowd.
Perfect. And tomorrow, the regattas will start very early at 7 a.m. Should we still encourage people to wake up early and come here?
Absolutely. We rise at dawn. We have a pilot meeting in the morning, and then weather permitting, we hope to get some balloons in the air. And then tomorrow night, and then again Sunday night. So come on out. Seeing balloons first thing in the morning is a great way to start your day.
And if people come today, what they're going to see here?
Tonight is just a static. Balloons will stay on the ground, and they will light up like lanterns or candlesticks. And the wind is forecasted to drop, so we're going to do our best to get these balloons out.
Thank you so much, Lori. And if you want to know all the details for this, go to our website at KOAMnewsnow.com. Back to you, Tanya.
And Fernanda, how many years has Columbus been hosting the balloon glow and the balloon liftoffs?
This is year 34, and Lori has been coming here for 10 years, so that's like 1/3 of the time. It's pretty amazing.
That is pretty cool. Thank you so much, Fernanda. Chief Meteorologist Doug Hetty is joining us now with a first look at the forecast.
Well, it's definitely much cooler outside for us today. We did go into the upper 60s to near 70, and cold front dropped through, and our temperatures really have dropped throughout the afternoon. So 55 in Nevada, 56 in Neosho, 60 at Grand Lake, 56 in Parsons. But it has been windy. We've had winds gusting 20 to 30 miles per hour, and it's still breezy out there, and we're still getting some gusts that are up right around that 20-mile-per-hour range. They will start to calm down a little bit as we go through the evening hours. It's just going to take some time. It's going to do it slowly. Also, the clouds, you can see the back edge starting to work through the region, so we are going to clear out as we go through the next few hours, but quite a bit cooler for us tonight. Temperatures are going to be dropping through the 40s into the 30s later on tonight, so that means some patchy frost. We'll check it all out coming up here in just a bit.
All right, thanks, Doug. A head-on collision in Newton County turns fatal. Authorities received reports of the two-vehicle crash last night on State Route Y just north of Keensey Road. Troopers reported both drivers involved in the incident, Harold Slatton of Neosho, Missouri, and Ronald Swim of Seneca, Missouri, died in the collision. Well, a woman is claiming that a transgender employee was peeking over her dressing room at the retail store Kohl's. KOAM's Elise Noe joins us in studio with the details.
Thanks, Tanya. Yesterday, a woman was changing in a woman's dressing room at Kohl's in Joplin. According to the Joplin Police Department, the woman, Natalia Burleson, says that she saw a, quote, male employee in a dress who was peeking over the dressing room door at her. According to Burleson, she confronted the employee and then contacted the manager of Kohl's, who said the employee would be temporarily moved to avoid, quote, further issues. After this interaction, Burleson says she did not believe the manager would fix the issue and then contacted the police. When JPD arrived at the store, they spoke with the manager, who stated that the Kohl's employee identified as a female and was transgender and, quote, a legal female and would stay in the women's section. Burleson says her reason for calling the police was out of concern for her privacy, regardless of the person's gender.
I was very disappointed that the manager doesn't have concern that this man is looking in my dressing room. Whether it's a woman or a man, no one should be looking into the dressing room of someone who is in a compromised position changing clothes. That is not a reasonable expectation of privacy.
Burleson revisited Kohl's today and discovered that the dressing rooms are now unisex and labeled as fitting room. She says yesterday, before and during the alleged incident, they were labeled based on gender. Burleson did not wish to pursue charges. We have reached out to Kohl's for a statement, and they have not provided one at this time. Back to you, Tanya.
Thank you, Elise. Well, a Pittsburgh-based manufacturer let the public get an inside look at their operations today. Hicks Corporation hosted an open house of its facility, included a tour of the facility, demonstrations, and giveaways. It's part of Manufacturing Day, a national celebration aimed at inspiring the next generation of manufacturers.
We're here to be a part of the community. The manufacturing is prevalent in Pittsburgh, and just want to make sure that people can see what's behind these walls, see what opportunities we have, but also understand that we're here to stay. We're here for another 60 years.
Hicks Corporation is located at East 27th Terrace in Pittsburgh. Carl Junction Christian Church today held its biannual Caring Closet surplus sale. The community could come out and find clothing in all sizes, toys, houseware items, baby items, shoes, and more. If the selection wasn't a good enough reason for the public to turn out, each item was only 25 cents. Funds also go to a good cause to support the mission of fostering hope.
Our community is so generous that we get so many items, which is awesome. And so now we get to sell those items, which will allow us to be able to buy new socks, new underwear, new items that foster kiddos need and foster families need.
The Caring Closet surplus sale continues tomorrow. Well, coming up in sports, John Dales has an interview with Jeff McCoy, the head coach of the Baxter Springs football team, just ahead of the game of the week. But first, it's a colorless, odorless gas that can kill as many as 400 people a year, and it may be in your home. Experts warn this is the time of year to check your carbon monoxide detector.
It's the final days of the massive Lost Lease Furniture and Mattress Sell-Off at Slumber Mattresses are priced to sell. Almost go. Hurry. Once it's gone for good. The final days at Slumberland Furniture are here in Joplin. Buy now.
Fall means colder months are just around the corner, and that means an increase in the dangers of carbon monoxide. Carmel Odell talks to firefighters about the importance of having carbon monoxide detectors in your home.
The cooler weather this weekend will have many people turning on their furnace, but flipping it on can spark danger.
Carbon monoxide annually can kill about 400 people. It is a odorless gas that you will not detect unless you have a detector.
It's found in many everyday appliances like gas stoves, furnaces, grills, and fireplaces.
Carbon monoxide actually travels and mixes in air. It does not have a specific height. It's the same weight as air, so it can be anywhere. It doesn't go low, it doesn't go high.
Officials tell me it doesn't matter how high or how low you place your detector, but if you have gas appliances, you want to make sure you're placing them in an area that's quick enough to detect the carbon monoxide.
If you get a smoke detector with carbon monoxide, and let's say you place it about halfway down the wall or someplace like that, it's not going to detect smoke the way it's supposed to. So I do recommend getting separate ones.
Batteries should be replaced in alarms at least once each year, unless the alarms have sealed 10-year batteries. Authorities arrest a former Neodesha music teacher for child sex crimes. Authorities say last April, 28-year-old Quentin Bachhold tried to entice a child to perform sexual acts and was found in possession of child pornography. He is charged with 19 counts of sexual exploitation of a child and 1 count of electronic solicitation of a child. Bachhold was the band director for Neodesha School District at the time, though he is no longer employed by the district. On Wednesday, Bachhold was sentenced to 36 months probation. Authorities in Topeka, Kansas charge a homeless man with the rape and murder of a 5-year-old girl. Michael Cherry faces 1 count of capital murder and 1 count each of first-degree murder and rape in the death of Zoe Felix on Monday. Now, Felix died despite firefighters' efforts to save her life in a gas station parking lot. A makeshift memorial of flowers, balloons, and toys has been set up nearby. Now, Cherry is being held on a $2 million bond. The count of capital murder would allow prosecutors to seek the death penalty. A little later, KOAM has a brand new series premiering this weekend, and we've got a sneak preview.
Plus, we have a frosty weekend setting up. I'm going to have those details coming up.
Birthday, but we're gifting you some big savings. Help us celebrate 79 years with Grailer.
Today's weather is brought to you by the Mansion Theater for the Performing Arts in Branson.
Well, it definitely turned out to be a much colder afternoon. The morning was actually pretty good. We warmed up into the upper 60s to near 70 and then started to plummet as we went into the afternoon hours as our cold front dropped through. A lot of clouds, couple sprinkles, and the winds really picked up. Nice shot of Indigo Sky Casino and Resort. Let's go outside. Keeps getting colder or cooler. 55 Nevada, Carthage 52, 56 in Neosho. Miami's at 58. Welch is at 58, 59 in Neosho. Pittsburgh sitting at 54 degrees. Well, tower camera's facing down at 5 and now just completely disappeared. But 53 outside at 7th and Range Line. Look at the colder air that is working in. So it's still 74 in Fort Smith, 80 in Little Rock, but this is much cooler air. This is our first really cold blast or cool blast of the fall season, and it's going to sit on us as we go through the week. And if you are heading out, football games, you got to get moving. They start at about 7, but kickoff 53 at best, and then down into the mid-40s by the fourth quarter. So it's hoodie weather as we go through the overnight hours tonight. And then frost advisories move in late tonight as temperatures are going to be cold enough that we get some patchy frost across the region. Clouds dropping through, but you can see the clearing line now really from Parsons, Pittsburgh, over toward Carthage. So we are going to clear out, and the winds will die down slowly as we go through the evening hours. But this is line of clouds that's showing us that cold front that is shifting through and that colder air being drawn in behind it from Canada. So that means we're going to set up and see pretty good weather as we go through the weekend. Let me walk you through your weekend. By morning, 37 in Stockton, 36 Carthage, 36 Neosho, 37 in Pittsburgh, 36 in Chanute. So we are going to get that patchy frost across the region. We get into the mid-50s by noon, plenty of sunshine, lower 60s during the afternoon, 63 in Stockton, 59 in Cassville, Welch 62, 62 in Chanute. So kind of chilly for us tomorrow, but it's going to be nice. As we go through tomorrow night, we drop back near 40, upper 30s again. I think we'll stay above that frost level. And then as we go into Sunday, warming back up a bit, most of us near 70, so a spectacular weekend on tap for us as we have plenty of sunshine. Yeah, a little chilly tomorrow, but warming up on Sunday and cool nights. It's great fire pit weather. All right, let's go down the road. Monday, we get back into the 70s, we push 80 by Wednesday, but mainly 70s Monday and Tuesday. Rain chances will start to increase Tuesday night into Wednesday. Showers, thunderstorms across the region. Now, we're going to stay dry until then, but this is our next storm system that we'll keep our eyes on. Until then, we look pretty good. Remember the frost advisory tonight, so you may want to bring in, if you got mums outside, and then 62 tomorrow. 42 tomorrow night, 71 Sunday, 69 Monday, 78 Tuesday, up to 80 Wednesday, and then we cool back into the 60s late next week.
I almost bought some mums today.
Yeah, I mean, just
but
bring them in.
But it's the season to have them, or
right.
You can cover them too.
You can, but you can put them right back out tomorrow morning.
It's a good idea.
Yep.
All right, well, I might go get them tomorrow then.
There you go.
All right, thanks, Doug. Well, KOAM is bringing you a new series on the weekend entitled Talk of the Town. KOAM's Anthony Saviolo has the stories of interesting people all over the 4 states. Join him this weekend as he talks to Mitzi Starkweather, a Joplin-based photographer, a mother, and a breast cancer survivor. Check out her full story tomorrow at 6 p.m. right here on KOAM. Still ahead, Baxter Springs hosts Frontenac in our high school football game of the week. John Dales is live with the head coach of the Lions. Up next.
Theater for the about GA and learn more at gawon'twait.com.
T.H. Rogers. Visit our locations in Neosho, Pittsburgh, and Parsons.
For the KOAM Game of the Week, the home team Lions hosting Frontenac. I'm John Dales here with Jeff McCoy, head coach of Baxter Springs. Coach, you guys are 4-1. A week ago, you go on the road to Galena. Down at halftime, you come back in the third and fourth quarter to win that game. What do you like just about how your team's playing right now?
The guys are playing really hard right now, and we're excited about that. So they're, giving everything they got and max effort with most things that we're doing. So we're pretty pleased about that right now.
And we were talking about it a little bit before we come on air. You got a playmaker at quarterback in Peyton Gaines. A week ago, he has a couple of big plays, both on the ground and in the air. How much of a luxury is it to have a guy like that leading your offense?
Yeah, it's great. Senior leader, one of our team captains, and put in all the work throughout the summer and leads, and the guys kind of follow, and it's a luxury to have a guy that can throw the ball a little bit and plus be able to use them legs and run some. So great luxury to have.
What can you say, too, about just the turnaround that this program has had where, last year you entered the year with a 25-game losing streak getting snapped early in the season. Now you're sitting here at 4-1, one of the better teams in the area.
Yeah, it's exciting. It's exciting for the community. It's exciting for our players and the people around our program within our building for sure. So steps in the right direction, and we just want to keep plugging away at that.
Tonight, you're hosting Frontenac. They come in at 4-1. They're only lost to Colgan by one score back in week 1. How are they going to challenge your football team?
Oh, they'll challenge us greatly. Coach Smith does a great job with those guys, getting them ready to go, and he's done a great job over the years within that program. And we'll have to play a good mistake-free game and mistake-free football and be disciplined. And if we do them things, then everything will take care of itself at the end.
Last question I got for you, Coach. What's going to be a key to getting a win here tonight?
Playing hard, playing tough. We always talk about, eat mentality, which is effort, attitude, and toughness. So we do those things, and we think everything will be fine.
Thanks, Coach. I appreciate it. Good luck tonight.
You bet. Thank you.
All right. So those are some of the storylines heading into tonight's game. The Lions, obviously, 4-1. The Raiders, 4-1 as well. Like I just said, Baxter Springs, they only have one loss. That was to Parsons back a couple of weeks ago. Same thing with Frontenac. One loss. Their loss comes to Colgan, who might be the best team in the Kansas area, too. So those are some of the storylines, some of the players to watch out for, too. I mentioned Peyton Gaines, quarterback of the Lions, halfback for Frontenac as well. Peyton McDonald, another player to watch out for. He's had a big season so far. Their quarterback, someone to mention as well, Cal Turlip, a senior leader on this team. We visited them back in the preseason. You can tell he's a vocal leader in practice, a vocal leader on the field as well. So 7 o'clock kickoff tonight. We're going to have all the highlights tonight of 4 States Friday night. That's at 10 o'clock. And then again at 11 o'clock on Fox 14 Press Box. But for now, that's all we have for sports. We're going to be back after this.
Your future.
Here's a look at what's coming up on KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14. Columbus isn't the only town hosting a homecoming parade today. We're going to take you to one in Miami. Plus, it's National Menopause Awareness Month. We'll have 5 things to know about dealing with its challenging symptoms, and how the popularity of weight loss drugs is impacting grocery store buying habits. And those stories and a lot more tonight on KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14. All right, final check of the weather.
Yeah, we're going to be dealing with some frost as we go through the weekend. Temperatures tonight, 36, 37 for an overnight low. 62 tomorrow. So kind of chilly, but a great Saturday. And then 71 on Sunday. So the weekend overall is looking fantastic. We do get back to 80 by the middle of next week. Some rain chances, and with that storm system, we'll cool back down into the 60s once again by next weekend.
But you definitely need a blanket or sweatshirt tonight at football games.
It's going to be nice.
All right. Well, thank you for watching. We'll see you right back here at 10 o'clock. Have a great evening and an even better weekend.
On KOAM News is